Hey, what's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Saturday, and it's a beautiful day outside. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're tuned in on X or YouTube, hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe. We're gonna jump into the Bitcoin price real quick, and we're gonna go over just one. We're gonna go over a few tweets, but one particular tweet I just shared, and I hope you guys are having a great day. So, if you have not already, again, head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get your $10 free Bitcoin. Not only that, make sure you guys pre-order my new book, Bitcoin Dad Fiat Dad, at bitcoindadfiatdad.com, or just scan this QR code right here. Not only that, make sure you guys go to the link in my bio and go to bit-exit.com to get your Bitcoin party, the premium party experience for Bitcoiners here in Orlando on July 19th and 20th. And we have special guests. We have Bitcoin Zay coming out. We have more special guests coming, but the only two that we have announced so far, Bitcoin Zay and Camilla from Swan. So, and I'm going to be speaking as well, but we have a couple more guest speakers that we're going to be inviting. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Today's title is Have Fun Staying Poor if you have no Bitcoin. And with that being said, let's just jump right into the Bitcoin price real quick. And hopefully my computer, since I'm outside, you guys can see what's going on. All right, excellent. So as you can see here, this is the hourly time frame. We have been consolidating in this range for a while now. So what I would recommend you do is what I tell you guys to do all the time. Stack your Bitcoin and chill. If you do not trade, do not trade because you will get clapped up and you will get liquidated. It happens. Even I get clapped. Even I get clapped up sometimes, guys. I'm not perfect either. But guess what? I use stop losses and I risk manage correctly. But as you can see here, it looks like we are headed higher. This is the hourly time frame. We do have a red dot here, which is not looking too good. But let's just zoom out a little bit more. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame real quick. 4 hour looks much better. As you can see, I did draw this a while ago, probably a day or two ago. And this looks like a bullish divergence. We are just now peaking up at the zero line with the momentum headed up. We have VWAP, which is this orange line headed down. And then again, we're still flagging. So, 60K is still the target. 60K to 100,000. And, some people are foolish enough to actually bet that Bitcoin will not hit 69,000 in 2 months. We're at 50,000 and we're at the end of February. And you really don't think that we're going to hit all-time highs before the halving? I have good news for you and I got bad news for you. Good news for you, if you own Bitcoin, you're going to be richer. Bad news for you, if you bet it against us or me and you don't own any Bitcoin, you're going to be poorer. So please watch yourself, okay? You've been warned. You have been warned. We have a nice strong candle here on the 4 hours, so I'm expecting us to head higher. I do have alerts set for 51.6 or this is 51.7 and then 52.3 and also 52,990. So we do have some alerts here set. Our high again is 53,000. Let me put another alert here just so when we crack that, we did wick up very high and then came all the way back down. So be careful. Let's look at the daily. Daily was looking crazy the last few days with the um, indicator. As far as market cipher was indicating that red dot. We have a red dot, and then we started to come down. So we do have a nice strong bounce today. So that's great. VWAP is headed up, and momentum or money flow looks like it's headed up. So this looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Again, all models are broken, but as of right now, if you're trying to trade and make some money, trade and make your money. All right, so that is the daily. Now let's jump into the Twitter tweets that I wanted to go over. The main tweet that I wanted to go over here today. And here it is, popped right up. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the audio on this. Just about 1% or 2%. Are you saying that? I get that. If I don't know if you guys can hear the audio on this, but just go look at the tweet. I'll just explain it. Pretty much what I've been saying for years, right, is that you guys love to listen to mainstream media, right? You guys love to listen to mainstream media. Bitcoin is worth $5,000 at the time of this clip was recorded, right? So this lady sounds crazy, sounds disrespectful, sounds, like she hasn't done 1 second of research, right, about Bitcoin. Um, so, she said it's crazy for you to put 1% of your net worth into Bitcoin. She said that, Tommy Lee said that it's undervalued and, you should allocate a portion of your, portfolio to Bitcoin, right? And she's sounding so condescending, so disrespectful, so typical mainstream idiotic rhetoric, right? That don't know what the hell they're talking about, right? Because they are designed. Let me just read the tweet, right? Let me read the tweet. Continue to listen to mainstream media, please, because it's more Bitcoin for me and for people that understand this asset. The price of Bitcoin in this clip was $5,000. Today, we are sitting at $50,000. So you missed out on a 10x ROI, 1,000% ROI, because you listen to the mainstream media. And this is a problem. This is a huge problem with the masses. This is a huge problem with people in society today because you only do what you're told to do, right? Instead of actually sitting down and doing your own due diligence and conducting some some research, right? And critically thinking on your own. These people want you poor. If you don't understand that the mainstream media wants you poor by now, wants you sick, they want you unhealthy, and they want you poor. If you don't understand that by now, well, I got news for you, man. You think it's gonna get worse in the future, right? It's only gonna get worse for you, including Jim Cramer. If you listen to Jim Cramer, you know, if you're not poor yet, unless you're doing the inverse of Cramer, that's what you're supposed to do. But Jim Cramer, all these mainstream media pundits. I forgot the dude name. I think his name is Andrew. The dude on Andrew, the dude on the other dude on MSM. His name is Andrew. He was talking about store value of gold. These people. And so a lot of people try to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't give these people the benefit of the doubt. They are not stupid people. These people are not stupid, right? They're highly. They may be highly intelligent. They may be highly intelligent people, right? You could just because you're intelligent in one area of life or in one aspect of life doesn't mean you're intelligent in all areas of life, right? Just because you have a PhD or you're a doctor or you're a lawyer doesn't necessarily mean you understand how money works. Even economists don't know how money works, right? So you hang on to every single word that they have to say so you get what you deserve for not being a critical thinker. Just critically think, guys. It's very simple. The more they print money, the less value it has. They cannot print more Bitcoin. So it will not literally that simple. But for some reason, but for some reason, you guys, not you guys on this video, most people do not understand this very simple concept. So you will pay the price and you will get what you deserve for not being a critical thinker, for not taking a risk, because with no risk comes no reward, and for not understanding how money works, which I just said. What's crazier is she called him crazy for saying putting 1%. Now I call you low IQ if you only put 1% of your net worth into the best performing asset of all times, regardless of the volatility and the pullbacks and the retracements, right? Especially if you're going to be dollar cost averaging, that's just me, right? I have a high risk tolerance, and I have a long enough time horizon to where it doesn't really matter if we see a 30, 40% correction, 50% correction, because I understand that that's an opportunity to DCA more. However, most people don't think that way, right? Unfortunately, that's the way it is. So she called him crazy for saying just to put 1% into Bitcoin. Her attitude and way of thinking is how the majority of Americans act, which is a fact, right? People don't know anything about money. They have these idiots on mainstream media feeding you lies, especially about the jab, right? The jab, we listen to them about the jab, we listen to them about staying at home, about the mask. Oh, you can put on your mask when you get into the restaurant, but when you sit down, you can take off your mask because it only affects you, if you stand up, right? Only the virus only gets you if you stand up, right? But when you sit down to take off your mask, you know, I digress. Anyways, this is the main thing I wanted to talk about today, and I'm not going to dig into any other things that I usually do, like coin glass and all that stuff. I'm taking it easy, but I had to come on here and talk about this, guys. You missed out on a 10x opportunity. Majority of people missed out on a 10x opportunity because they wanted to listen to mainstream media. You have to understand they want you to stay poor. You have to understand. You have to understand this. We only watch the news to make fun of the news, right? To make fun of them, and we watch the news so we know exactly what to do, because whatever they say to do, I do the opposite, right? They said don't travel during COVID. I traveled during COVID. I was in Texas, I was in Cancun, I was all over the place, right? They said don't travel, right? I traveled. I was all over the place. I loved it. It was actually amazing because nobody was out. There was no lines. It was so peaceful. It was pretty dope. No traffic. I loved it. I absolutely loved it, right? So, whatever the mainstream media tells you to do the opposite and you'll be a-okay, right? Just like what Jim Cramer tells you to do something, do the opposite. Let me find this other. I need to find this lady's name. Her name is, I don't know her name. If anybody can give me her name, let me know. I want to at her and I want to, you know, you know, tell her how much of a clown she is because she's a clown. She's a clown, and majority of the people on MSM is a clown. Is a clown, 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 clown. All right. I don't know if I'll be able to find Andrew. Andrew's lame ass. Okay, I don't think I can find it, and I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Anyways, if anybody wants to bet that we will hit an all time, if you think we will not hit an all time high, let me know. I'm willing to bet you, right? I'm willing to put up some money, right? Um, you know, and don't say you're going to bet and then then you don't pay up, right? So if you want to bet, let's bet. If not, it's okay. All right, cool. So that's going to be it for today's videos, guys. If you don't own Bitcoin, you will have fun staying poor. You will not have the opportunity to buy Bitcoin much longer. Um, just the fact that they're buying, by they, I mean the ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, VanEck, etc., etc. Right? If you do not accumulate some Bitcoin by now, if you're worried about the price in US dollar at this point in time, I don't know what to tell you guys. I saw in some of my tweets that I was saying I was calling for all time high back in August, before having Adam backed as well, Samson Mao as well. Not a lot of people are, as bullish as we are, which that's okay. Somebody said in a tweet that there's no way Bitcoin can go up $20,000 in the next 2 months, and I said you must be new here. You must be new here because Bitcoin will definitely shock you. It will outperform all your stocks. It's going to do numbers per usual, right? And then it's actually going to be exacerbated because of all the Bitcoins that are being taken off exchanges. and all the ETFs that are purchasing Bitcoin and that are never going to sell. So, with that being said, I hope this message gets in your mind, right? Stack your Bitcoin and chill, guys. God loves you. I love you. Head over to swanbitcoin.com /Bitcoin Chris. Get your 10 bucks for Bitcoin. Go to the bit exit, bit hyphen exit. Did I go to the site? Let me go to the site for you guys real quick. Let me go to the site real quick for you guys. Go check out the site, get your tickets. You know, you're going to win some money for the best steak. You're going to win some money for the bowling. You're going to win some money just for purchasing the tickets. You'll have a chance to win. We're going to have a bowling competition. We're going to have DJs. We're going to have food, of course. We're going to have a resort day. We're going to have merchandise. We're going to have some guest speakers. And it's going to be a great time. So, with that being said, I hope you guys come out to the Bit Exit Party in July. You have plenty of time. VIP, 10, the first 10 people that get their VIP tickets have an opportunity to stay in the Airbnb. And everything is paid for with that as well. Bowling is covered. Your steak is covered. Everything's covered with that, right? And then if you did the regular general admission, um, food is covered, but not alcohol. Let's see, you do have to get your own steak if you want to participate in the steak off. And then you do have to pay for, your bowling admission. However, either way, 150 bucks. You can't beat that. 300 for 2 days. That's for both days, and it's going to be a great time. I'm going to be there. Bitcoin Zay is going to be there. Camilla's going to be there, and a lot more special guests that we're going to have come out as well. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you stack your Bitcoin and chill, because everybody's going to want to come. Everybody's going to probably try to buy their tickets last minute, like always, right? And there's only a certain amount of people that can come to the event, because we're doing a more intimate setting. It's not a huge conference. It's not a huge party. It's a more intimate setting with anywhere between 250 to 500 people. So we're gonna try to keep it small, even though that's not too many people. It's not too little people. It's not too many people. But it's just enough, right? And regardless, we're gonna have a good time. So with that being said, I love you guys. God loves you. Bitcoin Chris checking out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll pump to 60K by next week. And if not, you're lucky, because you have more time to stack more Bitcoin.